Fuck around, make my 40 pop.
Alright guys, Boruto episode 232 to episode 235 spoilers. This right here is going to be the mark of a brand new arc of the Boruto anime. Now specifically this right here is going to be just anime only, but this right here really looks good. It has a lot of potential. I'm not necessarily going to say too much before I actually do read the whole entire thing. So without further ado, let's get into the actual spoilers. The first one isn't going to be that interesting, but the rest of them, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to see why it's probably going to be an interesting arc. But the title of episode 232 is going to be Captain Denki's first mission. Into the actual paragraph it says, Kaminari Denki, who is taking on the role of being the captain of Team 5, is assigned to a mission where he must deliver some autonomous puppets all the way to a particular ore mining island in the water country. When they arrive, their mission will further involve executing tests and analyze operations data from the ore mining autonomous puppets. Despite his nervousness, Denki embarks upon a mission in collaboration with his teammates Iwabe and Metal Lee. However, Denki doesn't have much stamina. He's no use when it comes to doing things like physical work. The ore mining staff who are involved in the mission are surprised by Denki and wonder if he's really even a ninja. Will Denki be able to recover his honor and reputation as a ninja, and moreover, will he be able to successfully carry out the mission as their team captain? Alright, so this episode is going to tackle essentially what I've been saying for the very longest time. I pretty much put out a rant already talking about the tuning exam and talked about how I didn't necessarily like the outcome of the tuning exam, and Denki was 100% one of the reasons why I didn't necessarily completely like it, because again, even though Denki is a very, good guy, he should have never beaten Tsubaki, and of course he should never be tuning. He gonna pull up to this village and they literally gonna be questioning if this guy's actually really a ninja. They might be thinking they getting bamboozled, but to be honest, this episode right here is going to be the setup episode for the rest of the episodes of this arc. One of the things that I definitely do have to point out is that they're going on an island in the water country, which essentially means it's going to be in the Mist Village. Now we understand that we've been to the Mist Village already. We had a whole school trip to the Mist Village. I'm pretty sure Iwabe is going to be on all 10s because he was essentially calling out all the shady stuff the last time they went to the hidden Mist Village. So it's going to be very interesting to see exactly how this team does. Iwabe is going to most likely be the big dog in this team. But let's get into the next episode, episode 233. The title is going to be The New Team 7 Mobilization. With Kawaki added to the new Team 7, Konohama's taking another L right here, by the way. But for Tono Katsuki from the Scientific Ninja Tools team, Katsuki has been involved in attending a ceremony in the water country. Boruto previously visited the water country while he was on a school field trip during his days at the academy. Boruto was looking forward to meeting up with Kadatachi Kagura, who was someone from the Mist Village and someone whom he befriended back then on that trip. Nowadays, Kagura is the head of the prison that's been furnished with state-of-the-art equipment. To pass the time between his breaks while on the mission, Boruto decides to pay Kagura a visit. However, a clan that holds a grudge against the water country begins to mobilize behind the scenes of the ostentatious ceremony. An SAT word. But this right here again is where things really go down. People are actually starting to mobilize. By the way, new Team 7, another slight at Konohama. I said that a little bit earlier. But into the actual spoilers specifically, Kawaki is going to be added to this Team 7. This right here is going to be the first time that Kawaki actually does go to the hidden Mist Village. I definitely do want to see how Kawaki, gets along with the other characters in the actual hidden Mist Village. Not only that, how Kawaki does on a mission alongside Team 7. One of the things that we do understand in the past mission is that Kawaki was not receptive to the people who were telling him what to do. So I strongly doubt he's probably going to be listening to Sarada, but it's just going to add to the drama. Now, at the end of everything, it essentially says there are going to be some villains that are actually mobilizing as well. Hopefully, the villains are going to be done correctly in this arc, similar to how they were done correctly in the Kawaki arc. I like how they gave them backstory. I like how they made them strong. The enemies in this arc, they are going to have to be strong. We're going to have a literal Kage in training, Kagura, with Boruto, with the Karma Seal, with Kawaki, and with Sarada. These are all heavy hitters, so that essentially means that the enemies are most likely going to also have heavy hitters as well. So this right here is literally lining up to be a very good arc. Hopefully it converts. Now, the next one is going to be Boruto episode 234. The actual title is going to be The Unleashed Villain. Now, into the actual paragraph it says, in the midst of the ceremony that was being conducted by the water country, an airship suddenly gets blown up. Once Boruto finds out about the incident, he tries to immediately head over to the scene of the crime. But right at the same time, someone launches launched an attack upon the prison that Boruto is currently visiting. Boruto decides to go and engage the enemy head on, even though they had finally just been reunited with one another since it had been a long time since they had last met during Boruto's school field trip. Boruto and Kagura form a united front. Will the two of them be able to thwart the enemy's scheme to break out Funatu Oromi, who is currently jailed at the facility and is the leader of a pirate gang? Alright, so they're going to be fighting against a pirate gang. This right here seems actually interesting. Again, the character development of the enemies is going to be what makes or breaks this entire arc. From the looks of it, this does not look like a short arc. We're 3 episodes in, literally 3 episodes in, and we're just getting the first fight of the actual arc. That's not really a bad thing per se, but I just wanted to point that out. Because of that, this does not look like it's going to be a short arc. And not only that, this also most likely isn't going to be the only fight, because this right here only had Boruto and Kagura literally engaging the enemy. We still have Kawaki and we still have Sarada. Most likely they're going to get action as well. Now, specifically for this episode, the way that Organic Dinosaur, big shout out to her by the way, she is the one that actually did translate all the spoilers. The way that she wrote enemies, it essentially means that there is only one enemy. She put enemy apostrophe S, essentially meaning that an enemy is trying to 1v2 Boruto and Kagura. Another thing leading me to believe the enemy has to be strong, 100%. Now into the next episode, Boruto episode 235. The title is going to be Infiltrate Dotu Island. Now into the actual paragraph, it says the neighboring seas of the water country have been taken over by pirates. Denki and the others from Team 5 have become unable to make contact with Dotu Island, which was where they were conducting their ore mining mission. In order to rescue everyone from the island and support Team 5, the new Team 7 and another group, one that is spearheaded by Kagura, head over to the Dotu Island. However, the members of that group used to refer to themselves as the new 7 Shinobi Swordsmen. When Boruto and his teammates once went on a school field trip, a fight unfolded between them and 3 of their members, Buntan, Hebichigo, and Kyuho. Even though Boruto's group is wary of them due to their criminal history, they decide to cooperate with one another. As Uchiha, Sarada, and Mitsuki make landfall as part of the reconnaissance group, the other members of the team decide to investigate the situation in the area around the island. So this right here, I ain't gonna lie, this right here seems like it's gonna be a really good arc. Now, one of the things that I have absolutely been killing the Boruto writers over, they needed to include some original characters that we have already seen before. Not talking about original Naruto characters, original Boruto characters. The new 7 Swordsmen of the Mist, that team right then and there, they were not liked when they originally came out. But one of the things that I can actually say about this being re-implemented, people who did actually watch that arc, they're probably going to be interested in this arc too. Like, hey, what are these guys doing? It turns out that they're actually good guys right now, which is a very good thing. Absolutely love it. And now they're going to be fighting against another common enemy. One of the reasons why this right here is so good, instead of actually introducing brand new characters that the fans have absolutely no idea of, the Boruto fans right now, they're going to know everybody that is a part of the good guys. It's going to be the new Team 7 with Kagura and the previous fake 7 Swordsmen of the Mist. The Boruto writers aren't necessarily going to have to sit here and try to develop the characters of the new guys that are joining Team 7 and Kagura. No, we already know these guys, and of course it's going to be very cool to see exactly how much stronger that they've actually gotten. Remember, these guys were actually Chunins back in the day, so at this particular point, very well, Kagura plus a lot of the other guys, they may actually be Jonin. They may actually be the big dogs of the Hidden Mist Village. But regardless, this episode right here is going to be a really good one. I really can't wait for this one specifically. This is probably my favorite one of this whole entire video, to be honest. But let me know what you guys think about this arc in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys think that this arc is probably going to be good. But it's me, your boy Baara, and we out.
It's a knife.